I'm sorry. My bad. No more talk.
Every time Anthony say, I'm not going to say nothing, he give us a little bit more.
Anthony said, he go a little crumb. He feed you no more.
He said, this is not a spoiler. What the fuck? It's not a spoiler. It's a flashback. It's not a spoiler. You remind me of Morrow. Nigga, wait a minute. You done gave me the episode. No, you don't like him now, but wait till you see. All right, Anthony.
But you remind me of Morrow even in the first episode.
Okay, Alien Earth takes place before Alien, the original Alien film.
Gotcha.
I know that. We know that for a fact. But I had an actual display of the timelines of those films. Yeah, but
because it's weird.
Oh, yeah.
But it is weird. Convoluted as hell.
But we gonna take this to 1987 today. Y'all good? Everybody good?
Oh yeah, good.
Got you.
87. What a year.
I wouldn't know, but let's get this. Let's get this itching. Let's get this
damn shame, man.
This is the What's It Good Though podcast about movies and TV shows. I am one half of the pod. I am Jason.
I am the other half. I am Jazz, the wholesome side.
I'm gonna let
with all the dance moves.
I'm gonna let her have
all the dance moves.
And we do have a special guest in the building. This is 1/4 of the Talkin Ish, a podcast amongst friends, Mr. Anthony, the super neighborhood fruit,
the friendly neighborhood
super Negro. What am I? You start saying it 3 times fast and see if you can do. God damn it, Anthony, how you doing today, sir?
I'm doing all right, man. I feel like I am the eldest of the 3. Yes, I was born when this movie we're reviewing tonight came out. I was but 10 years old, but I was dragged to the theater to see it. So be prepared because some childhood trauma about to happen.
I wouldn't have hated going to go see this in the theater, but we're gonna get to the was it good of it all. But if you don't know, if you're not watching on the YouTubes, we are reviewing Dirty Dancing, the dance film starring Jennifer Grey and the late great Patrick Swayze. Jazz, this was your first time experience with this film. I know the title card coming up. You got some music, some dancing, but what was your feels as you were going into the introduction of this film?
I was trying to figure out what kind of story was being told, because this is one of those films where they say you should have already seen this. This being my first time, I would be judged for real in the movie chats. Like, I've never seen Dirty Dancing until 2 days ago. I would get killed.
So you the Jada of the group.
Yeah, yep, I am. I am.
The crazy thing, she's not. I mean, but Jada is different. Jada is definitely different when it comes to the group. So she's the Jada of this group, but Jazz has a wide range of knowledge when it comes to films. But typically in her lane, and this isn't more so hers. In my opinion, now how she feels about this, we'll find out. But I just don't think this would have come up. You think so?
Are you saying that because you don't think that I love?
I mean,
I don't like rom-coms.
So a lot of I think this is a romantic dramedy, or a romantic drama more so than a rom-com. Because there was nothing funny in this for real. I mean, so you may have laughed at some stuff, but I don't think shit was funny.
I don't remember laughing at anything in this movie.
there wasn't hard drop dead gut laughing, but there are some moments.
Yeah, I guess the picture in my background when they were in the water, but that was like a cute, oh, I see what you're doing, sis. I'll peep game early when I started watching this. I said. Because I remember what Anthony said last week. He said, and please correct me if I'm wrong, fuck baby. And at the time, I wasn't sure of the reference of when Anthony said that. But then I watched the movie and I was like, soon as sis got there, she saw what she wanted.
Yeah,
and she did what she needed to do.
She definitely, Jazz would definitely be baby. Jazz would definitely be baby. Like, I seen it. I want it. What is it that we need to do? Like,
and I's gonna have it.
You're not lying. Listen, be peeking through the side like, well, he doing dance classes?
See, something
Let me learn how to dance.
And see, watching this is just, it kind of, just it takes you out of your own world, because I'm looking at this and they like, hey, we're going to this resort for a week. We all booked up. We done paid for it. And he gone, Kellerman was making sure they get all the things and all the amenities that they needed while they was there. But I think I've gone to like a cabin. But have y'all ever been to like this type of resort type of thing as a family? Is this a white people thing?
I have before.
Oh shit! Let's go.
Let's talk.
How was that? How was that experience? Was it a family? The whole family?
I've done with family, and then I've done it with friends to where go to a resort where it's all inclusive. You don't have to pay for anything, and yeah, it's a vibe. That's what you meant, right? Or were you talking about something else?
So I know you've done like the internet, like the international ones. Because I know you kind of suggest doing that as a group. A few times, but more so kind of like how they were doing it here. I mean, I would assume maybe the same thing. I mean, did you y'all having dance? Y'all had like dance classes and stuff you can sign up for?
They had activities for you to do on the resort. So you might have had some dance classes. You might have had, I'm not sure if y'all are familiar with those big plastic balls that people get in and just people push them around.
Yeah.
So they had a resort I went to in the DR had something like that to where you could do that on the beach with other people. Okay. I was leaving that day, so unfortunately, I wasn't able to do it. I know I would have got in there, Jason. I'd be like, "Oh shit!" Probably would have rolled in the ocean, but
hopefully that bitch can float. Goddamn,
it can.
Hopefully that bitch can float. But who
they have some you put on the lake.
Right. Yep.
They roll you on the lake, and you can push yourself across the lake. Now the lakes aren't as huge, but don't look at me. I ain't never gotten it.
Hey, the way you was doing it, you look like a hamster in a wheel trying to get.
That's what you are. That's what you become.
I'd probably be too claustrophobic for something like that. I we'll see.
Yeah,
Chase be in there screaming, "Get me out, y'all! I don't want to do this no more."
I am a great time at an amusement park. Yes, I do scream, but I have all the fun. I don't care. You can judge me. I'm kicking, screaming. Let's do it again.
Why would we judge you? That's why the park is called amusement park. I mean, if you just go to amusement park and stand there like you're some hardcore rapper, you're a fucking idiot. Wasting money.
I love roller coasters. I'm a screamer.
Yeah,
I'm screaming loud as hell on a roller coaster and be like, "So we got to get up. Ain't no line. We can stay here."
One more.
I don't scream.
One more.
I just love riding them, and I just don't scream. I let everybody else do it. No joke. I fell asleep on one.
He just be in it. He be in that bitch.
Astro World. He just riding.
He just be in that bitch.
It put me to sleep. Yeah, like.
He's dead inside. He doesn't feel it. So I got one more question with the roller coaster, and we're gonna jump back into the movie. Where do you sit on the roller coaster? And I'm gonna start with you.
Front, first car.
Oh hell no, Jazz.
Listen, Anthony, I'm with you. The first car. That's the courage right there. Listen, you the first one to go. If anything happens,
I'm always the second. I like
you the Rosa?
The second, the one after. The Rosa in the back of the roller coaster.
That's a fun spot too, though.
It can be, but I feel like
somebody weird come off.
Or somebody get the speeding or something. It's just a whole.
But it also depends on the drop.
Yes.
If it's a massive drop, the back, that last car is the most psycho one, because you're just looking and seeing everybody down here, and you're like, "Oh man, why did I make this decision?" And that yank, and it just yanks.
Wait, you think that's the question I'm asking on the way down? That's the question I'm asking on the way up. Because you watching everybody, you like, damn. Why did I do this? I hate that I
Oh
did
man.
this. Look over there. If something happens, it's over with.
Yo,
Right.
I'm
I
straight
thought
up.
about my death 4 times before that damn thing dropped.
One more again.
Well, have y'all been to and I'm gonna make it quick. I'm sorry. I know you got to move on. Have y'all been to Disney World or Disneyland? Okay.
I've been to
World.
both.
Yeah.
Okay. So y'all have ridden Space Mountain.
Yes.
Okay. What that the first time I ever rode it, I heard one person yell at me because I was putting my hands up. Get your hands down! You're gonna lose them. And I didn't understand what the hell. I was like 12, and I look, and they usually shine some lights. Like when you get to the top, and I just saw all the framing and the metal, and I
Oh boy.
threw my hands down, and we just hit drop. Like we hit that first drop. At that moment, I believed in the deity. But that moment died real quick after I started having fun. I was like, oh my god, I almost lost my hands.
Bruh, coming off a roller coaster with 2 and leaving off without 1, man, that'd be wild.
This ain't no Final Destination shit.
But I was coming to you anyway. So you actually got to see this film in theaters.
Man.
So what was that experience like?
A lot of white people. And me, my mom, my sister, and my dad, I believe, were the only Negroes in the theater. And by the end of this movie, my sister is infatuated. My mom enjoyed it. Me and my daddy looking at each other, and he just goes, all right, son, I owe you one. Because all I wanted to do was go see Transformers the movie again. Because they reran it in the theaters. Well, the theater we went to, they still had it. So I wanted to see it again. But that was the first time I actually saw people enjoy, and let me put it like this, white people doing things that black people do in the theater. And that is talk, sing, and actually want to get up with their rhythmless ways and dance. And many of them were just swaying in the seats, because the theater we went to, which was the Northgate 8, if you from Lafayette, Louisiana, you know about that in the Westwood. Some of the best seats you could ever sit in. They were big. You just sunk into them, and they rock because they had these huge springs under them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they had this whole place jumping, man. And that was the first time I've ever seen my mom swoon over a white man.
Hey, Patrick was a heartthrob.
I had a Dr. Umar moment, man. No snowmen in the Sahara. No, not on the African plains, Mom. No.
So, my question: how old was Johnny?
He was 24.
You made it up?
Nope.
No.
I looked it up before this show because I was like, we're gonna talk about this age gap. Because I said, how old was Baby? Because I'm thinking
Baby was what, 16?
17.
15, 16. Okay.
17.
Okay. And she had just had a birthday.
Okay, gotcha. I thought it was
had, so
16.
she was a high school student.
I just made that up.
Okay.
I don't know when her birthday was.
Yeah, I was going to say that ain't she. So I didn't know if she was 17 going to college or she was 17 going back to school.
She was senior year. She was a senior. Pulling grown men.
Hey, so that's what I was. So we've talked about Baby.
Guys,
already.
It's the 60s. It happened.
It was 63. Wait, was that 63? So that's what I was going to say. So were they? I thought it was like she was talking about 63 just because she was reading that book, but it was actually her narrating that time.
Right. Dr. King was giving his I Have a Dream speech, and Johnny was tapping on some young ass.
You know,
things happen.
Making that head look, giving her that broke nigga love. Baby didn't know what to do.
Baby said, "Oh, what is that?"
Listen, I saw this. I said, "Baby, stand up, baby, stand up. What you doing?"
Man, Baby was going, man. Hey, man. This
There's
movie
a
make
reason they call her baby though. So and
I'm
it
looking
went through the whole movie like that.
I'm looking at the film and I'm like, bro, did Friday get written because of this? Because they couldn't get the 200 from they pops. They had to go figure it out. They had to go figure it out. Man,
Oh man.
and watching this movie with grown eyes, it does give you a different perspective about everything that was going on. So, Jazz, what did you think about the underground night scene that was going on at this resort?
All right. So I had to look at it with eyes as if I was in the 90s watching this.
But it's
Because
a 60s movie.
I know. It's
Well,
just
the
because
80s come with an 80s sensibility. Go back another decade.
well, I wasn't there yet, Anthony.
Oh, I mean, yes, you came out of the out your mom in the 90s, but you have to kind of pull some kind of
I guess just how I was looking at it, because I was just like, look at all these white folks in this spot. And I was just like, and of course I was looking for the niggas. I'm like, we was sprinkled in there. But
well, there's a
Tito
little
Suarez.
Yeah.
Donde está mi buen?
But I'm not gonna lie. Patrick was doing his thing. He was getting it with different ladies on the dance floor.
Yeah.
No commitment, just having a good time. And
He's
it really
dancer.
Yeah, it made me miss house parties.
Mm-hmm.
That's like watching this. It definitely made me miss house parties and just
fun,
like
True.
dancing, having a good time. Ain't nobody fighting. All of that. But the night scene was cool. You definitely saw, because these are the folks that worked on the resort, what they were doing compared to what the rich folks were doing. And I do enjoy how this movie had a nice, like, underlining message of the difference in social classes and how people treated each other, how the visitors treated the work staff and things like that. So watching this, I was like, okay, they're hitting on a few things. This isn't just a regular love story. So, but I just, Johnny and Penny, not gonna lie.
They vibe.
He was vibing a lot. Like it might just be Patrick Swayze's energy because the chemistry that they had, I'm like, y'all smash for real.
At some point, they said they had. You mean in real life?
Yeah.
I know they said they had in the movie though. It's some, she said they haven't done anything since they was like teenagers though.
Wait, what?
The cousin, you remember the cousin he liked Baby at first. But then Baby was like, nah, who is that? Who is your cousin? Who is that nigga there? I want him. You cool, but that nigga there. But okay, so Anthony, was they doing was there a prostitution ring going on this at this resort?
Johnny was a gigolo. Yes,
because that was pimping them women in them classes. Like,
well, on those kind of resorts, which were mostly many were on the East Coast. A lot of them were in the. There were a few in the Midwest. I've down south they had them, but once again, black folks wasn't welcome, but they could work and slave there. A lot of those dance classes really were for old men to fill on young women.
Ooh.
And vice versa with older women to dance with, young men who look like Johnny. Now, the biggest problem with that is a lot of times, a lot of people were getting laid. And there was some, because that was one of the controversies of the movie was, let me see if I remember, because it's funny. The suggestive dancing was considered risque and taboo, which is why it's called Dirty Dancing. But there is another element to it, because a lot of those, like Johnny and the rest of the crew, that all stems from white teenagers sneaking into black juke joints and black clubs, going to see them, watch them, listen to them, but also get their dance on, because the whole concept of rock and roll was not about music. Rock and roll was a term for sex, but it was also the dance movement on how you moved on the dance floor. So the grinding, the two handful of big black ass, however you want to call it, and that was mostly in the blues joints. Wasn't in the what's considered rock, or because rock and roll originally was known as jump blues. That is what this whole movie really was showing, was how, like you said, social
Mm-hmm.
um are cast in a lot of ways. Um the poor, or the less fortunates, they were the ones who did the more immoral movements, the hot and salacious, touching and grinding and all that shit, while the rich folks was doing the minuet and the waltz and all that mess. And 9 out of 10, most of them was sneaking, just like baby stinking ass, down to that basement, trying to get them a little something, because they were bored of the white toast that they constantly ate in life. That's just how I saw it. It was trifling.
No.
It was trifling, but it was a way for a lot of those rich folks to, so say, let their freak flag fly or be free. Because that's what Baby saw. Even though, yes, she saw Johnny, Baby saw freedom with them. They didn't live by the rules of high society.
Right.
And I mean, they couldn't. They was broke. No matter how good looking Johnny was to every woman, that motherfucker was broke.
Yeah,
He ain't had no money.
we knew Pony Boy ain't have it, but I really enjoyed the soundtrack, because I'm like, damn, man, what niggas, that sounds like nigga music. Who is that? It was Otis Redding. I'm just like, the stuff that the music they actually enjoyed was, it was Otis Redding. Of course, you got the main song at the end. I have the best time
of my life. Yeah,
you got
medley.
And every time, he got, they get horny and they get the hungry eyes, it's playing. I'm like, these old freak ass little people.
Yo, they was getting down. They was like rabbits. I said, look, Baby said, look, I'm going to go play charades. I'll be back. Next scene, she over here in Donnie's arms.
Because this movie made me think, though, a lot of the movies that was like in the 80s was about them, the way they dance, or what they were doing. Like, it was like, kind of like you said, it was taboo at that point. So like, a lot of the you can't dance like that. It causes, what does dancing cause except babies? Because that's the only thing I want to do. If you're dancing the way you're supposed to be dancing, I don't want to touch these niggas. They're just in the way.
Well, dancing has always been a sign of intimacy, but also a celebration of your culture as well. See, and I think what this movie did was show just how much colonization can really screw up your perception about how you celebrate and how you let loose, if it makes sense. Because if you look at the soundtrack, pretty much all the music is Motown, soul, pop music. You got your Frankie Valli with Big Girls Don't Cry, but you also got Otis Redding. You got the Contours, who were signed to Motown. And it's a good juxtaposition of, hey, we got this, but we also do the merengue and the waltz and the minuet. Like, they had all these things, but once you get into Johnny's Mambo, Baby get hot in the ass, and we all take a ride and have, and just watch the fireworks explode. But I will say, her big sister, that bitch was dumb.
I was gonna ask y'all about the relationship that she had with her sister, because
Lisa was different. Lisa was different.
I think if Lisa had gotten that pipe, she'd be a whole different woman.
She was trying to get some, but she was too late.
But she was also a square. Because that's another thing too. It was like the L7s versus the cool kids.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. Lisa was a L7. Nothing wrong with that, but
so
oof.
who had it? Who had it worse? We're doing penny for penny for penny. Penny Woods from Good Times. Penny in this film, or Penny Proud. Which Penny had it all? Which Penny had it worse? Janet Jackson is Penny. Yeah, Good Times. Jazz, you never seen Good Times?
It's been a minute.
The way your eyes went, the eyes went like she didn't know who Penny was. I'm like, wait a minute.
No, I was trying to think of the references and everying. I was just like, okay, I got it, but I'm comparing what to
her
mama no.
Her mom used to abuse her and put an eye into her when she yeah. But that was a little old school joke. But yeah, now Penny went through some hell in this. Like with the guy with Penny
Robbie. But Penny was also ostracized too.
She was,
because she was considered a
floozy.
I hope I'm right. A floozy, a hot to trot, a skank, and to many. She was also, she was pregnant, and oh my goodness, not in them days, not married,
bro. I was like, I'm sitting, of course, I'm sitting here vibing, So I'm like, this girl pregnant. And I'm like, wait, they need money for an abortion, these broke ass niggas.
Hey man, abortions ain't free. You gotta pay for this.
I went this. Did they go get it? What you think, Jazz?
But hold on, all right. So we find out she pregnant. And here go baby, thirsty ass. You said, let me go ask my daddy for the money, so then Johnny can know that I'm here for him. You doing all this for a nigga that's broke? Like, yo, baby, what is going on, sis?
Yes, they both broke. So I don't want to hear no more. I don't want to hear anybody else speak about struggle, love, and don't bring up baby and Johnny, because they both was broke, and he was messing with money, and he was messing with a kid. It's a whole bunch of hell no's.
Yeah. And then her daddy was cool with it at the end. I said, I was like, wait. And you know that they been smashing the whole time?
Bro.
You over here laughing and smiling like good performance.
Anything for my baby. And which I think is the dumbest thing. He spoiled his daughter. Baby was spoiled. No matter how much you want to romanticize her and her love or lust for Johnny, baby was a spoiled brat. But baby was really just a stereotypical white teenager back then who got a little taste of some black culture and had to find ways to constantly get their fix, feed their fix. In all honesty,
I have a question. Okay, so this movie dropping when it did, if they would have race swapped Johnny's character and he would have been a black dude,
Johnny dead by the credits.
You seen Jazz Man's Blues? You knew what was gonna happen by the end of the credits of this damn movie. It wouldn't be no end dance credit. That nigga. Oh no! Johnny didn't make it. That's unfortunate, Jay. I know you don't want to hear it. Sorry, Lisa, but I definitely said, "Damn, I wish Tyler Perry did this one. This would be one. This would be the movie Tyler Perry needs to do."
Wait.
Who you gonna play,
talking
Lisa?
about Tyler Perry? You saying Tyler Perry needs to do a remake of this movie?
Tyler Perry.
Are you trying to speak that into existence?
Yes.
Oh my God! Wait, but hold on. If so, is Baby white and Johnny black? Because that's
no. It's gonna be Taraji. Taraji gonna be Baby.
Oh my God! No. Nah.
Taraji, 57 years old. She gonna play a 16-year-old.
Taraji gonna be the
Man?
mama.
She can act. She can act like a 17-year-old.
No, she can. She can, but no.
No. We're not doing Taraji.
No. Don't do it like
I
that.
was Taraji and Blair Underwood. I thought it would be a perfect couple.
They're the parents, Jason. Look, Grits gotta be somewhere in that. Grits and a boat gotta be somewhere near that. Sorry. Having grits on a boat.
Hey, Jad, look, shit, we by the water already here. We got the boats.
Oh, no.
And that'll be a funny joke. Like, how did you even get on the boat, baby? Don't worry about that.
I did it through the power of dirty dancing.
When did you start making grits?
I don't even have a hot plate on this boat. Where did you get it?
I felt you was hungry. I felt it in me. But no. If they remade,
you would be mad as hell if Tyler Perry did this. You're laughing now, but Nick, you would be sick.
I would be because at this point, I don't watch his movies like that no more. I'm there for this. I'm there for the shits, the movies. I'm there for this movie with the shits with them. I'm not watching TV shows, but the movies.
Yeah,
I'm there for the shits when he come with them. Cause it's gonna always be some extra, man. Come on now, who better than Tyler Perry to remake this bullshit?
Stop! Wait, bullshit.
Joel Schumacher. He did.
Is this not one of your favorite movies?
It is definitely one of my favorites, which actually makes me think. I feel like we should do like I ain't gonna say a segment, but like a thing where we do a movie where like movies that we haven't seen. That's a classic. Like the other one has probably seen, the other one hasn't. And just do like them because
Okay, I'm gonna recommend one for y'all. Y'all seen the Blues Brothers? Not 2000, the original.
I don't think so. Not in full.
Not the original.
Get y'all black asses on board, man. Y'all in for a ride. Y'all in for a ride. I'm telling you. Y'all in for a ride. I want to be on that episode just to not talk and just listen to y'all.
What's up with everybody want to hear what me and Jazz got to say about these damn movies?
Ain't this a movie podcast?
I like it. Yes. Do your job. I love the engagement.
He said, "Do your job." Shit, you right.
But I do have a question for y'all because one of the things that definitely stood out to me in this movie was the relationship between Baby and her father and his disapproval of Johnny. So this might not be a conflict that men deal with, but I don't want to make assumptions. I don't like to speak for black men. But growing up, was that something that you had to deal with, of your parents not approving of somebody that you were dating?
Ooh, boy, my mom is terrible. I also don't know if it's because I'm the oldest. She's so hard, but like I had to find that, because when you're in a relationship, you don't understand, especially when it's like the first relationship, you don't understand who you can and who you can't have certain conversations with. So beefing with your significant other and taking it back to somebody, you can't. You don't, but you don't know until it's too late. So now it's like, damn, like let that. Then we've been broke up 30 years. What you still talking about it for? We cool. We cool now. Hell, we out kicking it with a baby. You still over
sucking my toes last week. I don't know about that heartbreak. We good now.
It's like, bro, I don't know why I called you in the middle of the argument. You heard that stuff, so she was forget though. It don't matter. You know what?
Parents do not forget, man.
It's more than parents. So it's a thing of just being mindful in relationships about who you speak to, who about, because a lot of people, because we may be quick to get over or forget or move beyond the moment. Some people like that's just what their moment is, but then they be getting their head stuck between the washer and dryer. Like you wanted me to forgive that nigga like you did. What?
Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Girl, I saw that dent in the wall.
I see that dent on the side of your head, girl. I know. Shit, they match. God damn it.
We do not support domestic violence here
It's a
at
joke.
the Was It Good
It's a
podcast.
joke.
No, not at all.
It's a
But
joke.
at the end of the day, it is used for comedy or for the get back. Oh, you wasn't. Oh, you may. Oh, you don't remember how all the times I was here listening to you cry when that motherfucker went upside your head. It's like, whoa, wait. I just asked where the Cheerios were, bitch. I don't need all of this. I don't need all of this.
Shit, I guess the eggs probably ate out of Cheerios. Hell, we back.
But I tell you this though,
Jones, ain't it?
my dad was just happy I was talking to girls, not in some kind of toxic kind of masculinity BS, but it was just like, oh, he got him a social life. My mom, she white. Wait, what? She white? I'm like, no, bring her by the house. I'm like, man, look, we just went to the movies. We ain't committed. Wait a minute. Let me see first. Man. Every time I brought a lady home, man, my mama looking, she's like, thank you, Jesus. Thank you.
Just happy when a white woman.
Yeah, my dad, I'm going to get some grandbabies, right? Man, I just, no.
And which remind, before I get to Jazz with her question,
I hope I answered her question.
I'm sorry. Why did you let your mom down? I was listening.
Damn!
Nigga. I listened to the podcast too. Why you let your moms down?
Kids.
I get it.
I'm selfish.
I get it.
I don't want. Look, let me tell you something.
That's perfect though. That's honestly, that's perfect.
I'm getting over selfishness, but look, this ain't Anthony therapy here. This was it good though. But I'll tell you this. Hey man, look, I tell them, I have fun trying to make them, but when they don't happen, it is a blessing. I look and go, yep, there is a God. Keep it moving. But no, at first I was more like, I want to buy a new video game system. I don't want to buy no damn Pampers for another motherfucker. You people, with y'all. Can leave and go as I please and not have some crumb snatcher grabbing my leg. Oh, when I say I'm going out for milk, I can leave and have no worries. But my nephews have become one of the reasons I'm like, okay, I understand this parenting stuff now. I get it. They're not mine. I didn't create them, but I love them to death, man. Like, even when they work my nerves and I want to drop kick them in their souls, I will, nobody, and y'all could take this with every bit of belief. Anybody mess with my nephews, we having problems. Male, female, alien, you're getting your ass whooped. I feel that. Break their hearts, I break your face.
And you can give them back. And you can give them
and I could always pass them right back to their mama.
Me too. Jazz.
Oh damn! No, you didn't.
Toxic quote of the year.
See you in court, buddy.
It had to be the Jason said, "I got my necklace on, so I'm about to be toxic."
Yeah. We already did that. It's settled. Jazz, what about you? What were your parents like? About with relationships?
My parents were very understanding. My mother had an attitude of, if I try to force you not to be with them, it's going to do the complete opposite. Mm-hmm. So long as you're safe and everything's cool.
Yeah.
So yeah. But,
was your dad overprotective? Like, I need to meet these gentlemen before you even walk out the door? Really?
My dad is really chill. I'll be honest, like between my parents, it's my mom who's just like, that's the one I gotta kind of win over. My dad, if you could talk sports with him,
he's good. Fine.
Yeah.
Okay. As long as you don't make my daughter a Lifetime movie, we good.
Oh, but see, he knows how I am, like weapons and all of that. He probably would be concerned for the gentleman for real. And you know what? I had an incident with an ex, and I had an aunt. I was going out for my cousin's birthday. Just broke up. He broke my heart, y'all. So I saw him at the club, My aunt told me, she said, Jazz don't get in no trouble tonight. I said, I'm good. I got kicked out the club that night. We had a little scuffle. I had a out of body experience at the club.
Y'all broke up. It was over.
No, Anthony. Nah.
Oh,
3 years. Woo.
okay.
Have just seen him. I told him to walk away. But then I had an out of body experience. But yeah.
Yeah.
So
Mary J. Blige's Not Gonna Cry was playing in the background.
oh my God, all semester. You know, I would walk around campus, tears just falling down my eyes. Like, yeah, it was sad.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah. I can understand the ass whipping given. Got it. I feel you. Especially when they mess with you that way. Yeah. You put a lot of, if you put time and effort, you know, but then, hey, look, I drawn you like Johnny should have did baby when he was tossing her ass in the air. That's just me. That is just me.
And be like, yo, leave the body there and just be like, I ain't seen him.
Bitches be tripping. Flushed.
That bitches be tripping. But of course, like I said, this abortion becomes a problem within itself because the abortion must be done on the day of the big event that they have to dance for. That gets them all the money. It helps them get their bonus for the summer. So
right. Who thought that shit?
So I'm looking,
Anthony, I like that storyline.
I'm looking at this and I'm like, God damn, they got so. And then it's like, now we got to teach you how to dance in 2 days. A rhythm is white. A rhythm is white, ladies. So I'm like, oh, okay. So this is the Karate Kid of it all.
Oh.
Yo, baby was so thirsty during this montage. Oh my God,
boy, you would have thought she was Gohan for the fight Vegeta.
Listen, I said, sit up. Stand up, baby. What is going on? He over here rubbing.
But we need that. We need the weak in the knees. We need that. We need.
Do you think
that.
he was checking for her? In that moment, Johnny. Yeah. Do you think he was checking for her in that moment when they were doing the whole?
Oh my God!
I think that's where he fell in. He started to fall for her.
He fell for her before that because when it was named, he first who was this? Cuz.
Yo, no. Wait.
The bachata. Who is this underage filly that I must ride?
He approached her. Look at Johnny. Stop. All right, let me get my question out. He approached her so aggressive. He like, who this? Like, you know, like he wanted to fight her. I was like, why he coming at baby so aggressive? Like, did she do something? She been staring at him.
True, but you know what it is too? When you work at these kind of resorts, the attitudes that are thrown towards you because you're not of the upper crust, you know, you're just the help. So it's that whole you're from the wrong side of the tracks, kind of like Johnny and Baby remind me of
Romeo and Juliet.
No, because they loved each other. Period. Didn't matter. From ATL. What was T.I. character and Lauren London?
Harris Drake.
That was Bebe.
Rashad
and
Nene.
Nunu.
What?
Rashad and
Jazz,
Nunu.
what are you doing? If anybody names, you gotta know that one. You got a Picasso.
TT? Talladega? I don't remember her name.
Keisha? GP? Mary?
I felt like he was coming at one point.
Nene, John,
Monica.
Nunu, fool.
I ain't niggas.
It was
Tisha. Yo.
But no, I think when you go through that and you're constantly being looked down upon and folks don't show you the respect that you damn well deserve, because that was another thing too. When you saw, like, the first time Jake, who was baby's dad. Oh man, that sounds so weird. Baby daddy. Um, the first time he sees Johnny and kind of almost like on that gave him that side eye. You know, like, why are you with the riffraff? What is this? Why are you here? You are of it's basically I went through hell and high water to get you to the status, and you want to throw it away and go be with the gutter snipes. Mm-hmm. Why? This is not how it goes. You see your sister Lisa? Lisa understands the assignment. Lisa's coming in with these tight ass ball gowns, singing off key, sounding like a damn idiot. But she is going to pretty much do what was destined of her. Marry a rich guy from a family of rich folks who probably owned some kind of goofy ass business that probably had its traces back to slavery, white privilege. And she lives unhappily ever after because her rich husband is banging the secretary, and she's gonna have kids. You know, baby is the rebel. She is the new of the group, right? She comes from money. She comes from affluence, but she likes that. She likes that grit in reality that's happening across the tracks, and I gotta be there. You know, now, if you watch Dirty Dancing nowadays and you take a look and you go, no, she wasn't into that. She just wanted Johnny's dick.
That's all it was. Because I guarantee you, if you put Johnny in that position of the guy that she was talking to,
yeah,
she would not have been trying to dance.
No.
She would have been up under him because she saw those arms. Because it's funny how they make the stuck up, annoying, creepy guys more so unattractive, and then you have the guy that's you're not supposed to be with.
Yeah.
Looking good. That is on key with his dance moves and rubbing you and you just shivering all over.
This shit. Jazz, you like the bad boy?
No.
You don't like the bad boy?
Christian brothers, yes.
Yeah.
Bible in hand.
Johnny wasn't a bad boy. He really wasn't. He just, look, his pull-out game was weak, understandable, but he wasn't like a
Wait, that wasn't his baby though.
That's true.
I was like, wait, Jenny's baby wasn't Johnny's baby. They was just really close friends that you would probably think have had sex before,
right?
Yeah, is that an agreement?
Yeah, I think because when I kept looking, when I was looking, I'm like, damn, maybe they lied. I thought in my mind, I was like, they ran off with this money, and that's where the conflict comes from. But that ain't even where the conflict came from within them. But that was the conversation when they went in the room and they got awkward. I was like, why are they being so awkward right now? I was like, now this if Tommy Davidson character in Booty Call was acting like this, then I may understand. But like it was like his whole demeanor switch. He was in them. Oh hey, how you doing? You wasn't saying hey last night, nigga. The hell you was in that bitch? You was in this bitch Dirty Dancing. Don't act like that now.
Used to be my homie, and now you act like you don't know me.
Listen,
like
it was all over baby's face. Like it was all over her face. I said, "You're not being discreet at all."
No. And know what's crazy?
Was it said?
I'm sorry.
Was it said for them to be discreet? I don't think there was a conversation about that.
Well, I guess it's one of the things to where if you work on the property, it's best to not date
you can't fraternize
people that's with the guests.
With the clients, you cannot. You cannot. I mean, that's ground rules for fire. Right, that's one of the first things they tell you. Do not fraternize with the
But it'd be so crazy because they be hiring some of the finest motherfuckers on the property. You're like, sir, why you got all these fine men around me?
Hire some ugly niggas.
Right, get these ugly niggas.
Scare me. It should be like 100 houses in this bitch.
I'm at the 13th gate. Why are you here? Well, but you see, that's the thing too. When you want to keep these rich folks coming back, you kind of play on their hidden desires, because they're not gonna upfront and say, "Give me," a rich woman's not gonna say, "Give me a Johnny," or a rich man's gonna say, "Give me a penny." It is just straight up. You gotta put some you gotta put a little, give them a little sex, just a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit. But the thing is, when you get them 16, 17-year olds, now you got an issue. But again, this is 1963. It was done differently back then. We must understand. We don't have to condone. We don't have to love it. We just gotta go, all right, Johnny a nasty ass nigga, and just keep it moving. You know. But he never said baby's breast felt good on pressed up on his chest. None of that.
All right, Anthony. Would y'all call this? Messy. Would y'all call this a coming of age film?
Nah,
no.
I personally wouldn't. Because what did baby learn?
I mean, I guess you think about baby was able to stand up to her father and to actually speak to him, because she was lying to him at first, and then she was, of course, trying to hide her relationship with Johnny. She was just like, nah.
But did she lie, or did she not just tell him? Because it was like, I can't tell you. You just got to trust what I'm doing with this.
Which is also called what? Deny.
Holding the truth.
With
not bringing the truth to light.
Is that a lie though? I'm asking. I'm genuinely asking.
She didn't lie. So she just didn't tell him everything. She's like, look, trust me, bro. And
it's going to a good cause.
Yeah.
I'm helping the poor.
Telling the truth, their reaction. So you're not giving them all the information.
Right.
You're being selective. You're withholding information
but it was
needed.
But in that situation, she did say, hey, I just need for you to trust. I looked at like, I need you to trust I'm making a good decision here with this money.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, he didn't think she was making a good decision with that money. Because you waking me up in the middle of the night to go heal a young woman that just had a botched abortion.
Yeah.
Which was crazy.
Yeah.
But that was what it was back then.
Right.
She was
put aspirin between her knees.
I can understand his frustrations, because he also was just like, I'm not going to tell your mother about this, and take that mess off your face.
Now when you find out, yeah, you definitely got to have a conversation, because it's like, dang, so how he felt, I don't feel like he really handled it wrong, but I didn't like how she framed the issue when she came back, she threw it back in his face, like, you was raising me to be this upstanding person, and that, bitch, did you just flip this on me? I'm gonna flip it.
I'm not gonna lie.
Head.
When she was saying all that, I said, bar. I said, damn, baby. Y'all okay?
But her dad,
I let you down, but you let me down too. Why you don't love me, man?
Well, but also keep this in mind. Only children of less melanation could get away with that shit. Because let's say Tyler Perry did make that move, baby would not make it past the intro with that line.
What hell? We can go back to the goddamn hell. Unfortunately, Heathcliff wouldn't even allow that shit to come back.
Exactly.
With that guy's to be the dumbest guy
I've ever heard in my life. I brought you into this world and I could take you out. And it's like, oh, okay, got it. But again, this is kind of the privilege that a lot of these kids had with their parents. That, and when they have that moment, like you say, is it a coming of age story? Yeah, when you look at it that way, you could say, yeah, because she did she grew up and found her voice.
That's what that dick do.
It puts some bass in your voice. It really does.
Hey
Um,
man, that's oh my god. I take voices. I don't know.
but again, the the fact she did flip it on her dad, and he had his, I guess, old school 80s sitcom moment of, you know what, you're right, honey. I was a little hard on you. That is true. You did a good thing, baby. And it's like, all right, B, cut the
And
shit.
then in that moment,
Whoop
he heard
her
the
ass.
Law and Order music snapping his
Yes.
head.
He was looking around for Benson, like, come get this motherfucker. He touched my. She's 16. I'm
That nigga,
17, Dad. I
that
didn't
nigga
give
said,
consent.
that nigga said, you know what? We ending this trip. Fuck it. I don't give a
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
what I don't care what I paid. We out this bitch. You
He
ain't
Oh,
was trying to save
man.
his daughter for real.
you will never see that nigga again.
And this is 1963. You never will. You won't even find his mailing address.
Bruh.
And but it has its, like I said, there's childhood trauma because I was thrown into going and see this movie. I really wanted to see some robots get destroyed, but then I'm watching this shit. Um, it is a movie where I could tell you from experience. Footloose is 3 years before that, in '84,
My shit.
and that was and it actually, in a lot of ways, it runs somewhat the same playbook.
Mhm.
Dancing's not permitted in this town. This
That's a
dance is forbidden. It's taboo. It's too sexual.
that's another one I have not seen.
You're good. You're good. Unless you want to hear
Oh,
Denise Williams sing "Let's Hear It for the Boys," hey, go for it.
you're not signing off on
But
that one.
I mean, watch it again. I just want to sit and see our reaction. But with Dirty Dancing became a phenomenon
Hmm.
in the 80s into the 90s because they started having Dirty Dancing classes. They were teaching all this stuff, like people were reenacting it. I think they did a play. There was Dirty Dancing 2. It spawned a sequel, Havana
Havana
Nights, which
Nights.
was horrible.
They still dancing.
Um,
That's
they
what I'm
still
talking
dancing.
about. That's what I'm talking
Still,
about.
still
Dirty dancing through
jump.
still dancing.
Yo, baby dancing now. Like, damn.
And I got to give it props because without Dirty Dancing, Jennifer Grey would have never got a new nose.
Man, come on, man.
I
Come
do.
on, man.
Okay, so let me ask y'all
It
this:
is what it
Come
is.
on, man. My
Do
grandma
you
talk about
think?
that all the time.
That
Grandma-
bird's beak.
Do you think that baby's dad was more upset with her because she was fucking the help?
I think that, and not being able to talk to him
Why would
because,
she even talk to him about that?
well, not say the sex part of it, but just not having a conversation with him. Like, he actually saw his daughter grow up in a lot of ways. Like, and think about it, Jazz. You're a daughter. Your dad is what they call him is a girl's dad. Is a girl dad.
Yeah.
There comes moments when, and how do I know? Because I don't have children, but I watch a lot of TV. There are moments when fathers have to come to acceptance that my baby girl is no longer my baby girl. She is a full-grown woman with agency and her own path to lead.
He knows that I carry the Bible.
Ain't nobody said you was working corners or nothing, Jazz. I just said you grew
Yo,
up to
corners
be a
is
woman.
crazy. Job. I am not gonna be outside.
Jazz's dad, your child does continue to lead a Christian path, but she is a grown woman. She has her own agency. And I think that's what he had to come to terms with. Now,
Yeah.
baby was a rebel from the moment her little skanking ass got out that car. She was a rebel. Like I said, Lisa is the one who will follow the path that she was raised to follow. Baby was the one that said, I'm gonna detour and I'm going on this street right here. And so be it. But Nah, I think he was more upset that she couldn't confide in him, like maybe she used to as a little girl, you know.
Yeah. No,
And
that
again,
makes sense.
was the T-shirt, your little princess is my little whore, came into his head.
Yo, that's crazy.
Oh, you've never seen that T-shirt? Oh, it's a
No.
great T-shirt. I'll wear it. I have one.
Damn.
No, but that's the thing, man. It's like when a father has to basically let his daughter go out into the world, it's a scary thing, you know.
Yeah.
So in his mind, she's always gonna be baby to him,
Right.
but baby is gonna be somebody's baby sooner than later, and probably have a baby of her own. You
Right.
know, she's gonna become an adult, and that's it. You know, I think every father goes through that. And how do I know?
Yeah.
Because I listen to Nas's daughters. He breaks it
Well,
down. It's real in them streets.
well, Jason is a father and he has some
Yes,
daughters.
and he is a girl dad.
Exactly.
Do you have a shotgun prepared?
Man, I got one in high school, and I kind of get concerned. I get
Mm-hmm.
worried when it comes to those things. Like I just hearing the little rumblings and conversations. So I definitely want to make sure I prepare her a lot better than I was prepared to get out in the world. Um, because there's so much, so much, and we often think that we know so much, and we grown, and it's like, bro, you gonna always learn something, and I rather I can't say teach you a lesson, but kind of give you the open book as to what may happen out here, as opposed to you falling on your face. You're gonna fall on your face regardless, but
Mm-hmm.
some stuff, it doesn't have to be a lesson that you have to learn yourself. Um, let me be the sacrificial lamb for some of these things, or some of these things I've experienced that you don't have to experience.
He'd be like, I never told you to sell drugs. No, dad did that. So hopefully you
You
never
ain't
have to
gotta
go
go
through
through
that.
that. Yeah, nah, but pops did that. I ain't do that. Well, I did try. I did try. It ended.
You got robbed, right?
I got robbed. I got robbed. I got
Okay.
Okay.
robbed. Yeah, yeah. So
But you didn't get cut
I
like
didn't get.
Isaiah,
Yeah, nah, I ain't none of that.
the
None of
first
that.
purge. Y'all check out our review. Y'all check out our review.
But I was gonna say the other thing was the nigga was broke. This was a prostitution ring disguised as a family resort. The dad is pimping the wives and their daughters. They were trying to find people. They were like, that's a rich family. That's some nice boys right there. Get with them boys. Like them boys gonna be good until dad find out about who Robbie really was. Cause Robbie was going through all of them in the
Hmm?
and they said no fraternizing to the poor people, but the rich folks was definitely fraternizing in the up in that place.
It was because I
That's
was wondering how Johnny was able to beat up that dude and not hit
Lose
the
get
his
police
fired.
on
job,
him.
bro.
Right.
That's what I was like, brother, man.
And everybody just went back to normal. They was just like, Johnny does that all the time. All right, let me go finish doing what I was doing. He just beat up a
hit
rich
me,
kid.
hit me. Hey Johnny, you tripping, man? Just whoop his ass and go on about your day. You ain't gotta get hit
That's
too.
what he did. He went right into baby's arms. And then they went to go have sex.
Yep.
Yo, they were rabbits. Like, yo,
Jay, they only had a week to get it in. Like
I get it. I
And
get it. I
got
was
it in, they
gone.
did.
You
And
went and
got
saw
it in, they
me.
did.
What? Yo, I go to this resort. Yo,
Did Jazz come with us? No,
nope.
no.
Not that I remember.
You get to the end. Where the fuck you been?
Heaven. Heaven. I've been in heaven.
And then all of a sudden, 6 weeks later, y'all got to take me
shit.
across the bridge.
This man here, bro. I was gonna say she walk different, don't she? Yeah.
Y'all got to take me across the bridge.
She walk like
$350 ain't worth my soul.
She walk bow legged. What's going on? What was you doing on the trip, man? Shit, I was
Girl,
swimming.
what you been eating? You're a
I
little
got
puffy.
I got bit.
I
I got
All
bit
right.
by a fish.
All right. All right. All right. Fuck out them jokes. Fuck out them jokes.
So, so of course, like I said, Johnny, baby, they practicing these dancing, and you can see her being terrible and offbeat, off key, and then
She was doing that on purpose, man. I peep game.
You said she already got GHS.
Listen. Baby took dance classes 5 years prior to this shit. She seen that dude and she said, "Oh, that's what I want. Let me pretend like I don't know how to dance. Let me pretend I'm offbeat." I'm looking at this like, yeah. So he could feel special, like he's teaching her something.
Right.
And then when they get in that scene that's in your background, that's when she activated. She was like, "Oh, I got him already. I got the dick already. This is my man right now." My dad can't know though.
They in that bitch singing together and everything.
Yep.
They getting it in, having a good ass time.
It has been known that good dick will make you move on the 2s and the 4s. Brings the rhythm. So she was a one. Oh yeah, she was a 1 in 3 clapping motherfucker. But after Johnny, that girl was hitting James Brown, Godfather of Soul Splits. She was
she was on it, kissing him out in front of the other ladies. Like I thought that other wife was gonna be the one to snitch because she saw them kissing.
She took the wallet. She took the wallet though.
Oh, she stole the wallets.
Yeah, that's how they try to get him fired. She was like, "He get no dick for me, but for her."
Yeah,
she's such a hater. I can't stand no hating asshole, man. What you doing?
That's why baby had to go and tell the truth. Like it was that when their wallet went missing, she was like, "Nah,
right.
He could have did that. I was fucking him, daddy."
He was in bed with me. Oh, in front of your dad is crazy. I would have said, "Let me talk to you over here to the side." I'm not saying that shit in front of my father. That's crazy rude.
That shit in front of the whole table.
Right. Everybody. The table next to that heard it like,
yep.
Girl, she fucked the dancer.
Like, look, at that moment,
dance instructor, not even a
in
dance.
Jake's head, that Law and Order sound effect came on.
Yeah. He's getting arrested. Yo,
you know how many going to jail.
You know how many ladies was probably hating on baby in that moment because they all been trying to smash.
Everybody,
yo, imagine being a 25-year-old. You like that young bitch got him?
That bird nose bitch.
Then
you hit that.
Then she proved she was young. She was. So how many ladies you been with?
You ain't got to know all that.
Yo, he said, whoa. What do you say? I mean, I know what happened. They throw diamonds at me. They put money in my pockets. What do you mean?
No. Can I share something real quick? This is safe space.
It is.
I ain't gonna share too much.
Yeah, only until you fuck it up.
But I've been in that kind of moment that baby was in, to where you asking unimportant questions right after you get you some.
Man.
Yeah. I've been there before.
What's the wildest question you got asked?
Nah, I'm not. Nah, I ain't doing that. We're not doing that. But I was like,
I got asked
after I did it.
I got asked the last name.
What? Their last name?
Yeah.
Why would you? What is up? What is the importance of a last name?
Mm-hmm. I definitely didn't know it though.
You should have been like, "Girl, stop playing." Tell her that she funny.
Bro, that shit like. I was like, yeah, that shit. I was like, oh. I was like, what?
This is the last name. I stupidly say, man, them Saints, huh?
Them Saints.
She respond, "I don't know that baseball team, Anthony."
And I'll be like, and that's why I fucked you.
It's kind of like we a match made in heaven. We don't know
exactly.
We don't know each other, but we fit. We's compatible.
We fit. You're not smart enough to catch the griff, but you're smart enough to spread. I like that.
Listen,
you understood the assignment.
Baby in this moment, like she's in heaven. She's on a cloud 9.
Oh, yeah.
She wanted to feel important in that moment. Now, I don't agree with her decision making in that moment. It's like, oh, you just use them, so you just use me. Nah, baby, that's not it. They was cute. They was real cute. but
They
he was
were.
being treated like a piece of meat.
I mean,
He
I
was
think
smashing all of them.
he enjoyed it. He enjoyed it till he found
He wanted love, Jason. He was an R&B dancer.
Mm-hmm.
He was a Boys to Men listener. Boys to Men is definitely in Johnny's top 5.
I mean, very possible, very very possible with how he was moving.
He was a very gentle lover.
Yeah, he was.
He was a romance. He was a trashy romance novel lover, man. Like he wasn't
Fabio ass nigga.
He seemed like he would give attention to every inch.
Yeah, he cared.
That's what he felt like.
Well, I mean, he cared before the nut. After the nut, it's like, all right, bitch, you can leave. But
no, he cared after Anthony. He cared too. He was there the next morning.
He was a cuddler.
Yeah. He would sing to you in the morning.
Oh my God, no.
Make you bacon and eggs.
Look at Jazz. What I'm gonna say?
Jazz is trying to tell us something. She's missing something. And that is what she misses.
a gentle lover they can cook for her is what she's putting out there. I don't know.
She wants a Melvin.
Or she shout out the nigga that's doing that. I don't know what Jazz got going on over there in her life. But
she be stabbing him.
Wait.
What do you think about when so of course the wallet situation, baby fixed it, but he still lost his job. He's leaving, but he comes by the house before he leaves. What did you think about this move as he confronts the father after he finds out his baby been getting driven through the bed?
So I hope those images did not cross his mind.
Oh, they
but it did. But I'll say it's funny when you see these type of scenes in movies to where you're just like, just tell him the truth, because then he'll understand. But the character that has all the information never gives it. He was like, oh, I guess that's what you saw in me. And he just left with the shades, the leather jacket, the black pants. I mean, actually, the father had any kind of sense. He'd be like, I mean, baby pulling him for real. Because that other dude was like, nah, that wasn't going to work.
No.
But I do think him going there was brave because he wanted to be a man and show him that he could be a man. But her father just made assumptions without actually knowing anything about Johnny. And I do think one of the messages from this movie was don't judge a book by its cover.
Mm-hmm.
Because baby's father made judgment on Johnny, but Johnny also made judgment on baby as well.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody just be judging everybody.
Well, I think that moment was Johnny's hit him up. Like he just came, knocked on the door, and he said, "That's why I fucked your kid, you fat, you rich motherfucker."
Anthony, he was not that aggressive.
I wish he would have
been. Yeah, and
notice your daughter
would have heard the law. See, here y'all go, being petty. Like why?
Petty. I agree with you though, Jazz. I agree 100%. But that's a lot of those kind of romance movies. I'm from the wrong side of the tracks, and I want you to see that I am. You are not better than me.
Mm-hmm.
I am. I am me. I am a man. If you prick me, do I not bleed? It's like, yeah, nasty ass motherfucker, but you stink. You don't know, you're not washed. You smell of cigarettes. You're not for my daughter. Get the fuck off my porch.
That nigga Johnny said, I ain't never had them. You smell good, you clean. I was like, what the fuck you been messing with, Johnny?
Scallywags.
What you been doing? What you been doing, Johnny? Nigga to the bar. Nigga find the bitch in high school and you of course.
Hey, the bar was risen. She smells of Dove. I want that. But yeah, that's the crazy thing about situations like that. He could have said more, but I don't No, I can't say he didn't want to cause conflict because he did.
Yeah,
By showing up at the door,
showing
you
up
know.
was it. I feel like it was like a pride thing for him. Like
Yeah,
he was
He
just
did
like,
that for baby. He realized he loved that girl, and he
but
said,
also for
"I'm
himself
not."
though, Jazz.
Yeah, but he said, "Baby, not gonna be put
Mhm.
in no corner." And that bitch was in a corner when he said that.
Hold up, hold up, hold up.
He got her out though. He got her out, so he was her
Yeah, he
champion.
did.
But that bitch was definitely in the corner, and I was just like, "Ooh,
No one puts baby in the corner. What is between that girl legs?
what?"
sunshine. She
Rainbows,
he
happiness,
came in that
sweet
motherfucker.
morning dew.
Nigga, you know how good that pussy had to be. Nigga,
Yeah,
he came back to his old job dancing. Nigga, I would never go in. If I go back into Dollar General, nigga, I'm tearing everything up from the floor to the store, nigga. I'm breaking that bitch. I'm not
Wait,
coming in.
wait. We at the Was It Good Though podcast do not believe in damaging property. This is a joke. This is a joke.
oh man,
I'm not going
look,
back to my old place and fucking doing none of that. No, hell no.
I would say
Listen,
this though. This is how vividly I remember this part because when Johnny comes back and he does that shit, I just remember my daddy going, "Man, when this fucking movie over, yo?" My mama like, "Shut up, you! Shut up!"
Yeah, mom was
They
in that.
tried.
Your mom
It,
was in
was,
that bitch
it
like
was not it for my daddy, man. I sat there. I was a chubby one, but my popcorn wasn't finished yet. So I was like, all right, come on, y'all. Can we just go to KB Toys and let me get a transform and let me get the fuck home? Because this shit is boring. But I did like the music.
yeah.
Time of my life was the jam. That was the jam.
This is one of
But
my. It's like one of my favorite little what is it we call
guilty pleasures.
no, not even
dance
dance.
sequences.
No, it's the grand gesture is one of my favorite like
Mm-hmm.
grand
Oh,
gestures when
okay.
it comes into like you know we always talk about them in like different movies. I'm gonna make a list of the ones we've talked about so far.
Mm-hmm.
And go through them. But yeah, this is one of my favorites because it was just because you see when they did the original dance, she fucked up, and he was like,
Right.
you know, she was fucking up, but he still was like, that's how you know how much he like because he was like, man, she fucking up, but it's alright. I ain't gonna even say shit. She still,
Yeah.
You got to keep going. You have to be able to improvise, and he was able to do that. That's why he
Right.
was a very good professional dancer. So, and she trusted
In more
him with
ways
that
than
leap.
one. Well, for me, it's the scene where he's doing the dance and she's just standing there looking all goofy and trying to catch the
Wow.
rhythm. Like, that's my baby. That's my Johnny. You dance with them too tight fucking pants. You get ready to carry my ass, you sexy son of a bitch. And what was Lisa doing? In the corner, figuring out her soon to be fucked up rich life.
yeah. I mean, but see, but in that it helped or allowed Lisa to move on from Robbie because Robbie revealed who he was to the dad.
Right.
Now that nigga was bold, but
Mm-hmm.
that was definitely entitlement because like what you know that's how you know how we do sometimes. Nigga, what? He should have stolen on him. He should have hit him in his face too. Cause like nigga, what do you mean? This girl over here about to die, and you just don't you know you not fucked up about
Right.
it. You not nothing.
Listen, he took his money back so fast. And I think he realized in those moments because he always wanted his daughters to date somebody of that type of class
Mm-hmm.
Right.
to where he learned in that moment just because they're on that type of class does not mean they are good people. They are genuine people.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think
Mm-hmm.
the father was humbled in multiple ways in that scene.
Yeah.
That last back half of the movie, he was getting humbled in so many different moments, and he was still even though. And the one thing I did enjoy about his character, though, even though he was facing adversity with how his daughter had been doing things, he still was being a father. Like he was still going and like say, even though the girl was going through the abortion, he still going to go check on her.
Yeah.
Even though his daughter was doing it, he still was out thinking. He wasn't just like kicking it. He was like out thinking, like, damn, I can't. Even though I'm messed up, I can't take this joy from my family. We not leaving. We
Right.
staying. Um, You know, and that scene with, even though, when they was out at the water, and I was like, damn, that was that was tough. And he even was looking like he wanted to break down the ground. Like, damn, he sold. I think he recently passed away, or maybe he passed away back then. But I really
Oh,
enjoyed.
Jerry Arbach.
Yeah.
He passed in the 2000s.
Okay, so I enjoy
Yeah.
I enjoyed a lot of stuff that he's been in, but I really enjoy him in this, how he
Yeah.
played that role, how he portrayed that role.
He will always be Lenny. Will always be Lenny from Law and Order. That was that he was the
That's
he
what
was
it
the man.
is. I'm like, I knew
Yeah.
it was something. I've seen this nigga in this, like,
Oh,
prominent,
yeah.
like prominent. He was
Law
in
and
You didn't
Order.
realize when we were talking about the Law and Order music?
no. What you niggas are talking- I mean, it makes sense for Law and Order though. But
Right.
Wait, Anthony, we got to give ourselves kudos for real, because he didn't catch
We
on
under-
to that. So,
Nope.
and we placed it at the perfect time. Oh wow! Now that reveal is funny.
okay,
He was today years old when he found out.
He had no idea.
Oh, Jerry
That's
Orbach was
hilarious.
Lenny from Law and Order. Yeah, man. I mean, he was one of the best for me from shows and movies I've watched since I was a kid. I always enjoyed watching him because he was a damn good character actor,
Mhm.
you know. And with Dirty Dancing, he really did play a very good, doting, concerning, and condescending dad. You know, like he had all these feelings, and that just he played each one of them perfectly. You know, and the fact that he did go, it was Penny, right? Yeah, he went check on Penny. Two things came from that: him being a doctor, but also him being a father.
Mhm.
You know, because it's the man. What would I do if if it was my daughter, if it was Lisa, our baby?
Right.
You know, because don't nobody know who Penny parents are. You know,
Yeah.
so
said I'm gonna put out at 16. She
exactly.
out in these streets.
Mm.
Hey man, she was probably in a future video. We don't know. We don't know.
She can dance. She's very talented.
No, she was bodying it, dancing.
I want to get you guys' opinion on the cultural impact and importance of this film. And I'm gonna go to you first, Jason, since this is one of your favorite movies. Because I'm sorry to cut you off, but because this is definitely a film, like we said earlier, people still reference.
Mhm.
It's not one that kind of fell in the cracks. So I guess the importance that you, since it dropped it today, its impact on you, since it is one of your favorite films.
So I don't know what it did for the culture. However, for me,
I kind of think it continue to want to make people dance, because like Anthony said, Footloose came out earlier. You had a lot of dance movies, because dance it's a positive thing for the culture.
I mean, I like what's it? What was the other movie? Grease. Grease was in the 70s though, right?
Mm-hmm. Grease was 79.
But that's
It
more
wasn't
79, 80, something like that.
yeah.
a
That's
little
more
bit.
Yeah.
A little bit they was though.
Look, I'm not looking at Dirty Dancing and then looking at Grease and
Well,
thinking
Grease you could consider as a musical,
Yeah.
not a dance movie.
Yeah,
but it's more of a musical than anything else.
So
You know?
I mean, with this, it was like I said, you got the romance of it, and then of course you have everything can be tied to music, dancing, and things like that, no matter what it is. So all these things, then you have, like I said, the grand gesture. The whole movie was about this lift. What is the lift? He wouldn't tell her at first. Then he finally like, fuck it, let me tell you. This is what the lift is. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna work on it. You gotta trust me. You have to be able to exactly. You got to be able to do this. They worked on it in the water. They worked on it. They failed the first time they did it. So it's like, when are we gonna get this? When is this moment going to happen? And it finally happened, where she let everything go. And it's like, I trust him. So like that, like all these moments, all these different things happening. It's just a good fun. I mean, outside the trauma of it all, which Penny was getting her ass beat on the sideline, but outside of that part, yeah, this is. I mean, it's a feel good film. I can say that because this niggas that
Mm-hmm.
watch Color Purple that feel like it's a feel good film. This is a feel good film.
Oh, that's the best black comedy ever made.
I Anthony.
You could think about that, Jazz. I'll let you have
Oh, I'm not. I am
that.
not. But do you have any I guess thoughts of this movie's impact within the culture since it did come out? You were old enough.
Back then,
Yes.
yes, I am old. Um, well, no, but it's like I said earlier. This movie hit like gangbusters. Like I said, they were teaching the dances. Like they were. It was newsworthy. The national news, ABC, NBC, and CBS, their 5 o'clock news, depending on what time zone you lived in. The world news, that was the story. Dirty Dancing is catching America by storm, and then next thing you know, the story they're showing are, older white folks doing the dances, and our classes are happening at the YMCA, and blah 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 blah. It was a BFD. It was a cultural film, even though it was in the 80s. And as much as I'm not the biggest fan of it, it doesn't, it ages well because, all the story hits can still
Right.
happen today, right? So it's relevant.
Yeah.
It also inspired some not so great dance movies like Lambada, The Forbidden Dance. That shit
I
was
ain't never
horrible.
seen that.
Oh, girl, you want to laugh? Yeah.
Um,
You, you,
nah,
you,
I'm a
but
pass on
again,
that.
yeah, again, it is a part of pop culture. It is a part of
Right.
Americana. It came out at the right time to celebrate the 20 year, how we tend to go back and look 20 years in the past and try
Mm-hmm.
to find all the good things that came out of it. So 87, this is the time when in the 80s we were, celebrating the 60s, and shows like Happy Days were still going strong, and um the Wonder Years was about to kick off.
Yeah.
So yeah, Dirty Dancing really hit at a perfect time when the 60s were being celebrated in the 80s.
Okay.
And it didn't hurt with having a leading man like Patrick Swayze.
Oh, he was amazing.
Yeah,
He was amazing.
and I mean, after this, a few years later, my man is in Ghost, which
Ah,
to me
that's what I thought Jason
my
was going
favorite
to suggest that
is
we
my
review.
favorite
But when he
Swayze
said
film.
Dirty Dancing, I
And
said,
Roadhouse.
well, Ghost was right there.
Swerve,
Yep.
But
Clown you.
My
And Jennifer
favorite.
Grey had just came off of Ferris Bueller's day off. So she also became it's kind of weird. She's playing a teenager, but you by the end of the movie, even though she has the little, the little shy girl, but motherfucker, you start to see her take a few more adult kind of
Roles.
feeling roles,
Mm-hmm.
but she, hey, true story, she just disappeared.
Mm.
Like she left Hollywood for a while and then came back with a whole new face.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, the beak
Yeah.
was gone, but she looked good. I ain't gonna lie, Jennifer was
Okay.
looking good.
So I was
You know,
what else I want to say? So I didn't know there was a series, a Dirty Dancing
yeah,
series with the lady that plays Jane in the Office, which was
mm-hmm.
what was his nigga name? Oh yeah, Michael Scott's love interest at first before
Yeah, it didn't last.
it was only one season, only one season.
Yeah, I think it was on CBS. Was it CBS or ABC?
You don't say on here though.
A
Yeah,
series.
yeah, that was a series. See, and that was one of the things that a lot of studios did. Oh, here I go, old Anthony. When a movie became a hit, they wanted to capitalize as much as possible. So they would go and say, this will look great as a television show.
That's what they did with Men in Black. And they made
Yeah.
that an animated series. That series was
But that
fire.
worked. It was fire.
That was fire. I love that.
You had Dirty Dancing had a television show. I don't know if y'all remember the movie Fast Times at Ridgemont High. That it was a horrible television show.
Mortal Kombat had a show.
Mortal Kombat had a live action show and a horrible animated show.
It was bad, but I was excited for it.
But
Ghostbusters had an animated series.
Cartoon. They were working on a television show, but it was going to break the bank because of the special effects would have been too much.
I feel it, yeah.
But that was the thing with Hollywood. If a movie was big, capitalize on it as much as you can. You're going to get people don't know this, but there were Dirty Dancing lunchboxes.
Oh, Jason, did you have one of them? No. That was your movie. It was one of those lunch boxes, the cubes.
Yeah, the metal.
I wasn't there in the 80s, so no, I didn't have that.
You might have got it later in life.
No,
that'd be crazy though.
And you know when your movie is a hit when it gets parodied. Saturday Night Live did a skit on it. I forgot, was it The Naked Gun? It was one of those parody movies, made jokes on it.
Swing got multiple. The GOAT. Yep.
So Dirty Dancing was a phenomenon in the 80s, man. I kid you not. And like I said, when my sister wanted the soundtrack, which she got, my mom, every time it came on TV, it was getting played. While
y'all was some fans. You
must have not y'all.
Did you rewatch? Did you rewatch this for this review?
Sadly, yes, because I found it for free because I was not paying for that.
I appreciate it, Anthony.
Especially found a way.
It doesn't seem like it's a fan favorite for you, but you love us so much. You said, "I'm gonna rewatch this shit."
Well, I was really gonna be ugly, but I said no. This is
you chose not to choose violence.
Exactly. I respect Jason.
Jason is in his Keith Sweat silk shirt with a necklace on, like he about to go dancing in the rain, begging for her love back.
Knowing if his ass touched baby, he'd have been. Well, he ain't gonna say it, but
Jason would never. But that girl was 17 years old. She should not have been. No, man. At least 18.
But again, that's the 60s.
I know.
Those were the days, as Archie and Edith Bunker would sing. And that's what it is. A lot of that was going on. But Johnny really was a perfect gentleman, even though he came from, the bad side of town, the gutter. He was a good guy. He really was.
I mean, that's a good thing. Po nigga should be.
Nah. This what we not about to do is push these motherfucking narratives that, sis, you got all this money, go get that broke nigga. Love him. Provide him with shelter. No. We saw Princess Jasmine do it. She should have been in the street with no street rat, with no dirty ass money.
No. Did he not have a magic genie? I need you to shut the good fuck up. Here's the thing. You can't get mad.
That genie free.
And look, a good man.
He became useless.
A good man.
Jason could have got 3 wishes off him, but Aladdin wanted to do him a motherfucking favor.
Jafar should have stabbed Jasmine ass. But what I'm saying is that he was a good guy. He just came from the wrong side of town.
Yeah,
that's it.
He was.
And it's not like, we're not changing a narrative, Jazz. We're not, we ain't simping or caping for broke niggas. But
a little bit.
Sometimes you might not have the dollar just yet. Because there's a difference between being broke and being poor. Being poor means you ain't gonna never see a penny. Being broke, it means I just ain't got it right now. But when I get it, you got it. And that's love.
You know what? I would not fall for that shit. I'm sitting here
Because
like,
you probably did. Because you probably did.
I'm sitting here like, let me let Anthony get this bullshit off.
And look, like we've said on our podcast, it don't matter. You could clown a man all he wants, but if he got it, he walk in the streets with a smile and his head held high. You could tease him in the girl chat. You could talk about this motherfucker was broke. We didn't even get. He can't even afford Burger King.
What?
But I got that ass right.
That's
Game
crazy.
over.
Who said that? Ain't nobody say that. Damn, that's crazy.
You know.
Burger King is high, but like, you can't afford it.
I'll be eating on Burger King. You know what this movie?
Hey man, I had that for breakfast this morning.
You know what this movie?
I had it last week.
You know what this movie gave us, Jazz?
What?
Not Dirty Dance. I'm gonna say this again. Say the Last Dance. Don't they remind
That's what
you of that?
I was gonna ask y'all. What was y'all favorite dance movie?
Oh wow,
Dance movie. Can I stump the yard?
It could be any kind of dance movie, so that qualifies.
You Got Served, dance movie.
Gosh.
Dance
flick.
Dance flick. Thank you. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. My favorite dance movie is Tap with Gregory Hines and Sammy Davis Jr. That is my favorite dance movie. After that is Fame. Oh, I highly recommend you check out Tap. It's a great film. Great film. That and Fame.
Black Swan. Black Swan is up there. She did some dancing.
She did some killing too.
Yeah.
But
it happens.
Somebody,
I feel like it should be more.
Pirouette.
Oh, what's the Honey with Jessica Alba?
Yes,
I think the only saving grace was Jessica Fine Ass. It wasn't that good to me.
The soundtrack was really good.
Soundtrack was good.
Could you say? Can I say? I can't say Sister Act 2, can I? They was dancing at the end.
I wouldn't say.
Yeah, but it's not a dance centric movie.
Right.
No.
Maybe Step Up, but not.
Magic Mike.
Magic Mike is also another.
Is a dance movie. Yeah.
Do we have enough dance movies?
Do we have enough?
Well, let me ask this: have we had any recent?
I'm going back. I was going way back. I'm sorry. Singing in the Rain with Fred Astaire. Shut up! It's a dance movie. They was dancing.
Have we had any recent dance movies?
That's not a musical.
None.
Right.
None.
We are losing a lot of categories.
But they come in cycles, though.
When's the last time we had a cycle with dance movies?
That was during the early aughts.
What?
Into the 2010s when we had Stomp the Yard. Are you being served? Excuse me. You Got Served. I got my British comedies mixed with my ghetto films. Honey. All of that was in the early 2000s. Save the Last Dance. What else? No.
Honey was 2003. So that was early 2000s.
Like
Save the Last Dance was 2001. 2001. And then you had Stomp the Yard.
Stomp the Yard.
Stomp the Yard was 2007.
Okay.
Yeah. And You Got Served.
You Got Served, I think, is what, 2009?
So we haven't had really that many.
2004.
2004. So we haven't had any like consistent dance movies since the early 2000s.
But the reason we had that was because we had a lot of those boy groups and girl groups coming in.
And like Bring It On was 2000.
Yeah.
So niggas not dancing no more. They all on TikTok.
I told y'all last episode, when people stop twerking, life just stopped working.
Yeah. Hey man, look, Goody Mob said it back in the day. Niggas don't dance no more. All we do is this. And what is this? You figure it out. You tell me. You know, would you consider House Party a dance movie?
So I haven't seen the newest ones. I know Jason's seen it, so I'd have to. The original then yes, because they was
Yeah.
in there getting it.
It
So,
was cutting up. That was one of the best to me,
but you
dopest
said it
dance
has to be
sequences.
dancing centric.
Centric, yeah, and you see House
So
Party is
yeah,
not,
okay. You
yeah.
got Step Up,
Hmm.
which I know it's not really dancing, but they were cheering because I would say Bring It On.
Yeah,
Nah, no,
but they were dancing.
no.
Okay. I felt like it was a reach. It's not one that I'm gonna die to hit on.
She got Magic Mike, so shit.
Nigga,
Okay.
that's a dancing movie. Like,
It is. I'm just saying. I
No,
agree.
no. I was
yeah.
about to say Showgirls, but that was just pornography. Um,
So we need.
damn. Yeah, we.
The other
I
thing, a
think it's
lot
time. It's usually around the
so
20s.
the 80s was when it was like the biggest. Outside of that, you don't really have it. No, we don't really get it like that, like you did then.
It's every 20 years. There's gonna be a resurgence, and I just don't know.
Like I said,
So we should be getting it right now.
he said,
We should be.
he said, sing in the rain.
But
My
Anthony,
grandma
they're
was
on
1 years old
TikTok.
when that movie came out.
That's why we not getting them because they're on TikTok. The motherfuckers,
Exactly.
they're dancing for free on their social media instead of in front of a movie
Right.
camera.
But
See,
here's the thing,
Jason,
though.
right here, dancing for free.
But here's the thing, though, Jazz. This is where the problem lies. Who's gonna write the story?
Give it to
And
Tyler
can-
Perry. Whatever.
She said,
Whatever,
"Fuck
I
it,
don't
let him
care.
do it."
Just make a Netflix film. Call it a day. You got a contract.
Well,
Put that shit on BET Plus.
it's not dead center. I was gonna say center's got some shit in there, but
I was thinking about Sinners, but I was
It's
like,
not-
has
nah.
great dance sequences.
That
Has
is
a
not-
beautiful dance sequence, but it's not a dance movie.
center. Yeah, no. Is it?
Yeah,
I mean,
You could probably argue that shit, but it would be.
I might argue Sinners versus. I might argue Sinners and Dirty Dancing. I might just put them. You know what I'm saying? Because it's thinking about. I'm just saying.
Wait,
Preacher boy, baby. I don't know. They might be the same people for real. They just going through.
you got a point to an extent. I don't.
I mean,
know.
he did see Perline.
He didn't get off his mind. He needed that.
Yeah.
He needed that. He was
Damn. Who's the biggest simp? Is that the comparison?
Oh my God, no! I wouldn't call them simps, but I do believe that baby, when she had a child and it was a boy, she named that baby Johnny.
Johnny Jr., JJ.
JJ,
Yeah.
I guarantee you, she named that child after Johnny. That husband to this day does not know why that child is named Johnny.
She said, I just need to be around you. I said, stand up, baby. What are you doing? Why are you just.
See,
was
but
it?
Jazz,
What
you're
was that
coming
song?
at it as a jilted woman.
What was
No.
it? What song was it? What they were singing when it was? And I forgot what song it was.
when he was, they was like,
'Cause that-
he
that's
was like,
when you-
Foggy, Foggy
Lover
Arms.
boy.
Yeah,
that's when you knew that was. That's
Lover
when you knew.
boy.
That's when you knew that was whipped. He said, "I know." Hey,
Not whipped.
So,
Whipped.
yeah.
No, Jason. I knew she was whipped when she walked out of Penny's little shed,
And
sat on the motherfucking steps, and waited till Johnny came out. I
Oh.
said, have some dignity. At least act like you got somewhere to go. Nope. She said, I'm waiting for him.
Johnny,
Yo.
we don't mix with them. We don't mix with them.
And he fighting for her, so you
I
knew
know.
she was
Hey.
ready to.
Look, call me crazy, but when that Otis Redding Lover Man was on and they was just grinding and
They
shit,
were
I'm
getting
like,
in.
somebody is getting pregnant tonight. It was like a Tracy Morgan moment. I'm getting somebody pregnant. It's like, whoa, y'all nasty, filthy people. Just gyrating.
What I have to say. Now, was there another scene in this film that you guys wanted to talk about or discuss?
Mm-mm. I was able to discuss all the scenes for me.
But I like that sentence comparison though. I like that. I like that.
It's very interesting for sure.
It's
Like,
good.
yikes.
But of course, the reason we are here. Was it good though? Anthony, I'm going to start with you since you are the guest of the evening, sir.
10-year-old Anthony would say, get that shit out of my face. But 48-year-old Anthony now discussing it and actually really thinking about it. It is a good film. It is a good movie.
It
But the
is.
10-year-old Anthony will probably trump it all again.
He probably you sound like you was fed up, but see me, I used to enjoy that time with the parents, so I used to like a lot of shit
Mm-hmm.
that I probably shouldn't have been or was seeing shit I did.
Yeah.
Even though I'm looking like, oh shit, that was way more important. Nobody ever told these things to me.
Right.
Jazz, was it good though?
I'm going to say yes. I was not very excited to watch this movie, but after getting into it, I was like, oh, okay. I was like, oh, okay. I said, damn, baby, you so sprung. I was just shaking my head at her, but I get it.
So
Sis saw the love of her life.
Let it have been two to play that game. She like, oh yes, sis, fight back,
Yeah.
fight back.
Yeah.
Her nose was open, man. Let that girl breathe that fresh spring air, man.
And then she got it fixed. Look,
She wasn't even, and he wasn't even checking for her. Like
Nope.
he wasn't checking for her at all. Like she put in that dedication. I'm be honest with you.
She
A lot of people not
But-
even doing that.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. If she was a guy doing that, wouldn't that just be creepy? You'd find
Yes.
that creepy. You see?
Yes, the
Uh-huh,
double
look.
standard has
Yeah.
played itself here. This is
Yep.
true.
Baby was a
But-
stalker,
She was.
but she
She
got that
was.
man in the end.
She did, and it cost. She just had to pay $200 and bring her father in.
Yep.
As soon as she did that,
Yep.
Johnny said, "Oh yeah, let me go ahead and give it a business." And she's stopping by his house on the late night tip.
Yeah. Oh, she was creeping. She was creeping on the come up.
She was.
She was listening to Cardi B, and she went for the gusto.
She was
she went-
calculated.
She was very calculated. She said, "You know what? Target acquired.
Mhm.
Mission accomplished.
In front of her other hoes.
Yep. This my bae. This my boo.
Crazy. Jason, was it good though?
Yes, this is one of my favorite movies. It still holds up. Even in like being older, I kind of understand. Like I said, you saying that, and when I heard that, I was like,
Mhm.
nah, she's reading a book. There's no way that this movie, but yeah, it is set in the 60s, and like I said, Jazz, you mentioned coming of age, and based on it, so with an adult lens, but also realizing it is set in the 60s, very, very well, very possible that it can be coming of age. Although you niggas told me it can't be coming of age in a week.
Oh, I didn't say this was a coming of age movie. I asked y'all, was
you
it a
think?
coming of age movie?
Oh, okay. They do. It's classified as a coming of age.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
a coming of age movie can take place in a week. Movie time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
I-
shit. Stand
see-
by me.
See, Chris and Jazz have this thought that you need
Yeah.
to grow,
Uh-huh.
you need to grow up as an adult.
This thought.
Oh,
for it
wait,
to
like the
become
last scene should be them as adults?
It not necessarily,
No,
but
more so
just
you
have
see
to-
them going through multiple points in their life as they're
Oh.
developing. But to like
Okay.
have a single event happen to their life to make them mature,
Yeah.
I just feel
Oh.
like that's kind of like a cheat code. But I did see
Gotcha.
where it said this movie was a coming of age. And I honestly, if I didn't see that beforehand, if you would have asked me, I'd have said no.
I'm
but-
So
I'm a
you
read-
you would see a coming of age as like a Forrest Gump. You see him as a young boy becoming
Yes,
a
that's
man.
a great example. That's a great
Okay,
example.
gotcha.
That's a great
Gotcha.
example.
See,
Or
for
the
me,
wood.
The wood. Okay, got you. Where you see them
Yeah.
as children and they become
Right,
the adults,
yes.
and yeah, I see that. It makes sense when you see coming of age. Like
Mhm.
for me, coming of age would be Stand by Me. You know,
That's the goddamn movie everybody say. Stop bringing that fucking movie up.
because the movie's dope as fuck.
They have
And
to
it's
be
Stephen King torturing children. Let there be happiness.
You saying that, Jazz?
No.
I didn't think so because you never.
Oh, okay. And it would be so.
So if I did see it,
I haven't either, but it's a movie that whenever we had this conversation,
Oh,
Stand
not-
by Me is
Right.
always brought up.
I'm always hoping no one asks me if I've seen it. So then I don't have to admit to not have seen it because I feel like it's one of those movies where you
Right.
should have seen it. But since you just asked me, but you also
Mhm.
revealed you also haven't seen it,
Yeah. Well, you see,
Neither one of us have seen.
and the reason they say it's a coming of age movie, okay, spoiler alert for almost
No,
a 40-year-old. No, you want
no.
her to see it?
We haven't seen
I'm
it.
probably gonna watch.
Y'all
I'm
haven't
gonna-
seen it?
No,
Oh.
just nigga, you and not see you and Helene. Y'all just be
I'm old.
talking and not. I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read this. Coming of age. This is about this.
Right.
I've been doing my AI shit. Sorry. On the surface, it's a summer romance, but the movie digs deeper into themes like division, class division, gender roles, and personal liberation. Baby represents a generation of young men and young women. Sorry, in the early 1960s, pushing against tradition, independence, and questioning social norms, which is why they classify it as
That's a coming of age.
coming of age.
Yeah,
So-
it's kind of like the aha moment in your life where you finally you either come to an understanding and you become who you truly are, or you change into what you're truly supposed to be. So yeah, I get it. I could see it, but I also see what Jazz and Chris, their definition of it. We see them as young children and then they become grown-ups, and you see their change in that life. What was that movie? Was it not about a boy? It was a movie that came out some years ago where they actually documented this young boy, and then by the end of the movie, same kid grew up, was a grown up, and I cannot remember the name of the movie. It was one of those experimental movies. It wasn't nothing crazy. It was actually a pretty good movie. I just can't remember the name of it. So that could be considered coming of age because it was like him growing up. I think it was called Boyhood. I think that was the movie. I can't remember.
Got you.
2014.
I think so.
And it had, looks like Ethan Hawke is in it.
I think that's the movie.
Let's see.
See, it's been so long since I've seen it. A lot of it is fuzzy to me, but it was like, oh, he's
over 12 years.
Yeah, that's it. Boyhood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Film with the same cast over a course of 12 years, capture family meals, road trips, birthday parties, graduations, and other important milestones.
That's commitment.
Oh, wow.
That is
commitment.
That bitch got 100.
He said what?
That's it. This bitch got 100 on the
Rotten Tomatoes
by the critics. Yeah, I ain't
man.
I ain't never seen a movie with 100.
Yeah, look, that's dedication.
Yeah,
that is hardcore dedication. Hey, we started here and we're here.
Yeah, because that means like anything could happen. Like, what if he got into a car accident or something?
Yeah, what if you got this figure? Who knows?
Yeah,
but the beauty of it was, if you watch it, you just see that progression and the family dynamics changing as as time passed. So yeah, I could see. I think you and Chris would enjoy watching that, and you go, yeah, that's what we're talking about, coming of age. But again, coming of age was always about a young person going through this moment that changes them,
right?
For that literally changes them, and they have this metamorphosis, and they become what they were. Like I said, either destined to be, or,
they bloom like a butterfly coming out of the cocoon.
Coming out of the cocoon.
But Anthony, you said something that jogged something in my head, and I just lost it. Damn it! Well, it's gone.
I have that effect. It's not important. It's not important. You said something. No one cares.
Did you have what you think though, Jazz?
I did. Thank you so much for reminding me. So, what did you think those? Coretta said, Dirty Dancing is goated. Y'all are crazy. CJ said, never seen the OG version. Watch the remake. Wouldn't recommend this. And DeAndre said, nope. So,
just straight up.
Those were all on our TikTok account.
Get DeAndre the fuck out of here.
He'll be on our next episode.
Yeah, I know.
You go ahead and get all that anger out. just dance on, you know.
Never talk about my favorite movie again.
Nigga. What is it?
Our Link of
Link of
Thrones.
Throne. That's what I was about to say.
The Link of Thrones.
Yes, the
Woo.
section of the pod where we take a character from the movie and put people on to another movie that they have. Jazz, who are you using?
I am going to use Stan. His his real name is Dwayne Knight, and he was in the original Jurassic Park.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony, do you have your Link of Thrones?
I am going to take baby, Miss Jennifer Grey, and speak about one of my all-time favorite films where she played the bitch of a twin sister to Ferris Bueller in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. That is one of the greatest movies ever made. And she was awesome. I loved her in it. And you get a young, drug-free Charlie Sheen. Well, he did look like he tooted a line or two, but he was actually fresh-faced.
And for me, I have to go with the late, great Patrick Swayze. And I am going with my other favorite, Ghost.
Classic.
Very, very
Odom
much
Abraham.
Is.
Very much.
Now, if you'd have said Red Dawn, I'd have been like, okay, we brothers in spirit. But okay.
I gotta go back and watch a few of his films though, like a lot of the 80 ones, of course.
Have you seen Roadhouse?
I have. I seen that in the remake.
Yeah, remake wasn't bad. Still love the original.
Of course.
That's the one with Jake Gyllenhaal, right?
Yeah. They're number 2 coming out at some point, but yeah.
Oh, I didn't know they're gonna do the sequel.
It's
Sweet.
One of the biggest movies that Amazon has ever put out. So yeah, even though they were mad, they wanted it to go to the theater, so that was kind of pissed off in how they did. So I don't think they promoted it the way they wanted to, because after they found out it was only gonna be streaming, they said, "Nah, fuck y'all niggas."
Yeah,
I get it.
Y'all ain't getting nothing. But Ant, we appreciate you for coming on with us.
I appreciate y'all having me on.
Let the people know what you guys have going on over there.
Well, I do a little podcast called Talkin Ish, a podcast amongst friends. We premiere new episodes every Wednesday on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. I'm still too damn lazy to move our podcast to other podcast servers, but it will happen. I'm gonna get it on iHeart as well as Amazon. It's gonna happen. We're gonna make it. We are by the time this episode drops, our nasty ass episode 169 will have dropped, probably banned in the US.
Oh my god! Put your shirt back on, you sicko! You sicko!
And 9 out of 10, Jason has probably talked his way out of many draws.
Oh no! I'm
with all the nasty stuff he said.
I'm only getting in them. I ain't getting out of none of them.
I am bringing my Bible for this episode. What? Bringing it.
This nigga said
pray for all of y'all.
Look, we have a wonderful time, and every time we have Jazz and Jason on, it is like sibling rivalry. If he's not fighting with Helene and Britt, it's with everybody else. So definitely give us a watch. We hope you do, because we love people. We want to hear from folks. So just check us out every Wednesday on YouTube. And the podcast is called Talkin Ish, a podcast amongst friends. Oh, and big old shout out to the lovely queens of podcasting, Miss Elaine Torregano, Miss Britt Williams, and that beautiful rare sunshine, Miss Araya Anderson.
Shout out to y'all. But of course, episode 169, it is out right now.
Nasty.
Podcast
Booty
amongst
call.
friends, as well as Jada and Rico joined us as we talked about booty calls. Episode 171 is coming next week. I want to say that's the highest to lowest, right? Or is it
Remember the Titans?
Remember the Titans.
Ooh,
yes, sir.
What a great film of a magical Negro coach.
We're doing the Remember the Titans, yes. Even though it ended in real life, it ended terribly. But yes,
True.
We'll get into Remember the Titans with Denzel. So yes, just finally get. That's not fine. We've done a Denzel, right?
Like
Flight. We did Flight with
Oh, y'all did Flight?
DeAndre.
DeAndre, yeah.
That nigga
It's
love
our
Oh,
Denzel
Denzel.
nice.
brother.
That
It's our Denzel brother.
nigga clearly love Denzel.
Y'all should do like, this is what, Denzel's fifth Spike Lee film?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all should do a special in just one episode. Watch all 5 of the Spike Lee films he's done and just have a nice little conversation with it. It's just an idea. I ain't saying nothing. I'm just giving an idea.
That's a hell of an
You
idea.
know, a little Mo Better
That
Blues,
nigga said
a
5
little
movies.
Malcolm X.
See,
It's 5 movies
I
though.
think it's like 6 though. Honestly, this nigga said 5. I don't
Would be
know.
6.
Let me see.
Maybe the highest to lowest might be the 6th one.
I think the highest to lowest is the 5th.
So you have Mo Better Blues, Malcolm X,
That's right. He got game.
He Got Game,
Inside Man.
Inside Man,
Excuse my
Highest to
language.
lowest.
Shitballs.
highest to lowest is 5th.
Lowest is 5th. That's it.
Yeah, it's just 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I y'all seen Inside Man. I'm just asking.
That's a good one.
I love that movie. Love that movie.
We're doing Denzel twice this month.
Oh,
He
I
been
know
on a
you
he been
enjoy
on a
it.
wild press tour. Denzel is at a point in his life to where he like, I don't give a fuck what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I love it.
But you know what I love? Like he say he's living. You know what I love? Is that he sounds like a wise sage in a unk body. Like he is the uncle when he shows up to the cookout, you must go to him and have a conversation because you know you're gonna get wisdom out of it. You know what I'm saying?
And it's that good wisdom like that you need to feed into that because
Right. Like it's just nothing but positivity that'll make your life a hell of a lot more enjoyable to live. You know, and look, he will always be, I've always said, and I'm taking too much time, I know y'all want to wrap it, but there are certain black actors that just, they are like the carriers of black cool to me. Sidney Poitier, and it passed to Denzel. You know, I think it passed from Denzel to Idris, but Idris ain't been doing well. He's back acting more now, but I think I don't know if there's any.
I'm gonna give Sam gotta be in there.
Sam's been in.
Sam is in there.
Sam's cool is very, very violent.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing's wrong with that, Jazz. But when I think of Black Cool and I think of like a Sydney and a Denzel, I look at the characters.
You're gonna get cussed out from either one of them, but you know you're gonna get cussed out from Samuel L. Jackson.
Exactly. But it's also the demeanor of how they do things. You know, like Denzel, like, okay, yeah, we know Sydney loved his snow bunnies. We got it. But he was so like his presence was just grandiose because he was just so goddamn cool. He slapped a white man in 1967, Jazz. He slapped a white man in 1967 on the silver screen. And that movie played in the South.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing. You love to see it. But that was it.
Jason, was there anything else you wanted to add to this episode before we wrapped?
Nah, I think that's it, man.
The mic just hit my bottom lip. I came too close. Hopefully, it does not show on camera.
See, I did.
It probably did.
I was gonna say something. I'm gonna leave you alone.
Leave me
episode
alone.
170, Dirty Dancing. We appreciate each and every one of y'all who is coming out to listen to us chatter, talk, joke, have fun with doing what we do. Talk about movies, TV shows. I am one half of the Was It Good Though podcast. I am Jason.
I am Wholesome Jazz.
And until next time, we'll see you then.
Cheers.
It's me.